Hi guys, welcome to Dide's Crafty Corner. Tonight I'm going to share with you a card that I was completely inspired by another YouTuber to make. Today when I was catching up on my YouTube, I came across, and I'm going to not say her name right, and I apologize right now, but I watch her videos, every upload. I adore her. It's Marimi Small Art, or maybe it's Marimi Small Art. I'm going to bring it up closer so you guys can see. That is her channel, and that is the card that she showed today. She's calling it a recycled, eco-stunning Christmas card, economically made and with recycled materials or things of that nature. This card was so stunning, and I just loved the colors of it that I had to go run through my very small stash of lace and see what I could do. So I picked out some things and I thought we would make it together really quickly. It's so cute. You guys got to go over and watch her videos. If you're not already subscribed, you've got to subscribe. She's got some fantastic ideas as well. So let's get started. So I've already pre-cut stuff out for you so that this will be, you know, not 100 bajillion years old. Oh, kicking the light. And I do not have my microphone hooked up because I'm charging as I'm going and I can't do both. So there we go. So I'm going to be starting with a white card base. It's going to be in this direction just because that's the way I wanted it. I've cut out my Christmas tree, and you can follow her tutorial for that. I just cut out a triangle with my trimmer, and I used craft cardstock, a light color craft stock for the tree. I've got a white base, I've got a white insert, and I've got a darker colored base as well that I'm going to be using just for an accent. So we've got those pieces right there. I pulled out, this is the only lace I own, guys. And you know why I have it? Because people like you have sent it to me in goodie packages. Little pieces here and there. So everything that I'm going to be using today is from something you guys have sent me, and if it weren't for you guys I wouldn't have it because I just don't buy it unless I'm making a garment or something, which isn't very often anymore. So that's all I have. Using a little bit of embroidery floss, I did that to attach some buttons, and I'm going to go ahead and assemble the bottom piece of this card, and I'm just going to show you what I came up with. I mimicked her style for this card because I just, well, because guys, I couldn't do it any better. It was gorgeous. And then I just used the materials that I had to make my tree, and I just thought I would share it with you in case you haven't already seen it, and just because I was blown away. It was just gorgeous. And it truly is, she says in her video, it's a very quick way to make a card, and it is very quick indeed. But if you're going through all your stuff trying to find these pieces like I was, I have a little treasure chest, I have a little treasure chest of goodies that you guys send me that I keep, because you know, it's kind of like getting something from your aunt or your grandma. You don't want to get rid of it. It's gorgeous. Pieces of lace and buttons and trim, they're gorgeous. I don't know that I'll ever use all of them, and I don't have that many. I only have a few. I have more buttons, I think. But lately, guys, my eyesight, I can't get something straight to save my life. Okay, we're going to go right there. All right, so I'm going to put my little darker chocolate piece on the back, and then I'm going to put my white piece that we're going to use as my third layer right here. And I'm just doing that because that's what I like. That doesn't make it right for everybody, but I like having white showing, and I like to always have a white base. Almost always. I can't say always. All right, so here's my other layer. All right, so that's our card base. So now all we have to do is decorate our tree. So I've cut my tree so that it's going to be the complete focal point, because I'm not going to be putting a sentiment on my tree. On my front of my card, it'll be on the inside. So we're going to go like that. And then what I've chosen to use is this tiny little piece of lace right here, which I got from Debbie Vignola. in one of her packages she sent. It's beautiful. That's all there was to it. I'm going to be using that on the bottom of the tree right there. And then I had this brown that you see, I laced it into the off-white. Both of these came from Sonia Septo. Both of these were sent in goodie packages from Sonia, so I used both of those. These buttons I got from somebody as well, and I don't know who, but I've laced them in that twine. We're going to be using that as part of the decoration. And then we're also going to be using a couple of these recollection pearls that I've accumulated. So let's get started. In fact, one of my pearls has got a hair on it. No surprise there, right? Okay, so I want to just use her picture as a reference because I'm actually going to mimic I want to go back and look and see. I'm going to kind of mimic this tree a little bit. Not completely because I'm using separate things, but I want my ribbon to be here and here, those beads to be in the middle, and this lace to be on the bottom. So that's the way I'm going to start this off. And to do that, I put a little piece of score tape back here to hold this little piece of ribbon right here in place, and then I think we're going to glue the rest, but I'm not 100% sure of that either. We'll see as we go. Yeah, I have to say, guys, when I saw that video today, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I've seen videos like that before, to be honest. And I think I wanted mine to be right there on the bottom. But if I do that, will it still fit on the tree? Or do I need to bring mine up a little bit? Well, that's where I wanted it, so that's where it's going to go. Right there. And I'm just going to fold it over so it catches the back, and then I'm going to be popping this up with tape at the end. So we're not going to have to worry about all this being kind of bulky on the back, because I'm going to pop it up with foam tape. All right, so there's my bottom layer. Cuteness. And then I wanted to put, I wasn't sure if I wanted to actually put twine next and then these. I think in hers she has a piece of twine. Yeah, she does. Or a piece of, yeah, she put it right over the top of her lace because her lace is longer. So let me see how that looks. Oh, you know what? Our lace isn't even sticking to that. She's using a larger card as well, so that's something else to consider. She's using a square card. You know, I did this to be kind of quick, getting everything together, and now I'm not at all sure that. And I think I'm going to do 3. And we're also going to use this for the bow at the top, I think. Yeah, maybe just like that. Grab my scissors. She used hot glue for hers as well. She used hot glue to glue it all down. I'm not going to use hot glue. I used enough hot glue this week. I don't want to use it again for a while. Burned my fingers like crazy. All right, then we're just going to kind of pull it down a little bit. So we're going to go like that. And then I'm going to be putting the brown pieces. Now, like I said, all I did is I took this and I ran the brown in the middle of the white because I wanted this to be even a little bit darker. And this piece is for the top, this piece is for the bottom. Yeah, this piece is for the bottom. Or it's just going to go just like that. And I'm going to be using the double-sided tape for that as well. Just because I think it might hold it a little bit better. and I was using scratch pieces, you know, just tiny pieces that people sent me, so I didn't necessarily have pieces that were big enough for what I was doing, per se, you know, but it seemed to work out okay with this triangle. I'm just going to put another piece right over that to hold the white piece as well. Oh, happy Sunday, guys, by the way. And happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you before Thanksgiving, because I've got the grandbabies all week leading up to Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'll get to film at all. Pikachu and I have both been sick this week. Alright, let me see how that looks. Okay, I like that. I don't think I'll need to add anything there. But maybe we will, just to be safe. Okay. Alright, so we got that. And then I'm going to put my beads. I'm not using beads. She used beads. I'm going to use these little buttons. And what I've done is I've taken the buttons. We're going to be using little glue dots on the back of them. I've taken the buttons and I've gone ahead and not sewed them, but strung them on the little pieces of yarn here, you know, because I wanted there to be the white in between. And I'm going to use my little the dots, small, so that I can kind of get these lined up where I want them. And I really wanted to get 5 of them on here because, you know, that whole 3 thing, you don't want to do, you either has to be 3 or 5, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get 5 to look good on here. Unless I move it down a little bit. Let's move it down just a smidgen. So how many of you guys are cooking this year for the whole group of people? I am, and I'm looking forward to it. I saw an article in the Investors Daily. I think it's everywhere though, to be honest. The article was everywhere. I just happened to read it there. That was talking about the price of turkey dinner. The price of Thanksgiving dinner was down to $50 per 10 people. You could feed a family of 10 for $50. Guys, I don't know about the state you're living in or where you're living, but there is no way. I spent $118 and we're having, you know, we're having just normal stuff. No, not a whole lot of extras or anything. So I was like, I don't know where they got those numbers from. But that's not the case here where I'm living. But I'll post a picture on Instagram once I get the table done, or get the food done anyway. I'm not sure if we're going to be, depending upon the weather, I'm not sure if we're going to be eating at the dining room table or if we're going to eat outside this year. So I don't know that I'll actually dress a whole table. How many of you put your tree up on Thanksgiving? Yeah, I want that to go up a little bit. I think that's cute like that. That didn't stay down. Okay, so we're going to do something else. We're going to add a piece of double-sided tape right down here too. You guys may not even be in frame anymore. So right now it's not quite looking as elegant as hers, huh? I'm like, I don't know about this. Let's just stick a piece of tape right here because this is not really sticking so great for me. I think this is an applique, maybe that's what it's called, an applique. the kind that I think you're supposed to iron on. It has a little shiny thing on the back, but it's just so pretty. I had to use it. I had to. All right, I think that'll make that stick. Okay, this is going to get glued down to the bottom. Perfect. We're just going to kind of bring it over here where we already got tape going. Let's see how we're looking. All right, and then this is going to go here. We're going to tie a bow here. Oh, this is going to be pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, let's get with it. All right, so this is the part that's going to go here. Let's do the same thing. Let's add a little bit of score tape on the back. And actually, I'm just going to take it all the way up so we can tie our string there too. Okay. That way I won't have to worry about that when I get to the part where I'm tying the string. Although it is going to stick to the back now. Oh, didn't think about that, did I? Alright, so I want this to go about right there. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to take it around back. Like that. Kind of move it down a little bit. And then we're going to take some of that twine, or whatever it was, and here it is. Some of the embroidery floss, and we're going to go ahead and just put that around here and tie a bow, which is exactly what she did, so I'm really just mimicking that, but I just thought it looked so pretty. I'm not sure what she used up here. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. I feel like I'm being put on the spot here to tie a pretty bow. That never happens. That didn't happen for sure. Okay, but I do like that. Okay, so I'm just going to cut. These are not my ribbon trimming scissors. These are my paper scissors. And they're behaving just like my paper scissors. So are these. Okay, we're not having a good tying episode here. Let's do it again. Or try to do it again now that we've already cut it. We're just going to start over. Okay, where did it go? Okay. You know what? Let's just tie a knot because this is getting somewhat frustrating for me. Now granted, embroidery floss is not the easiest thing to be working with. You know, it comes apart and stuff, but I got the added benefit of that being taped down to the back, which is funny because in her video this morning, the same thing happened to her. I think she put a glue dot or something back there and it glued it down. That's exactly what just happened here, and she's right. It did make it easier. Although I did not do that intentionally. Still kind of cute. Okay, I like that bow. I like it just like that. All right, now I just have to find a pair of scissors that's actually going to cut that without doing any damage. And I think that my scissors are in the sewing box in the other room. So let's try one of these. Oh, better. Better, thank you. Okay, pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, then we can play around with the bow later. Okay, I like it just like that. All right, so now we're going to turn it over. We're going to get some foam tape on it. And then we're going to get it on the card. Now, I don't think that she, I'm not sure. I can't really say. I don't know whether she used foam on the back of hers or not. I can't remember. But, you know, I like to have dimension, so we're going to add foam to the back of mine. But I really can't remember whether she did or not, to be honest. Have you ever been so excited by something that you just are inspired? I don't want to say excited maybe, but inspired by something that you just had to do it today. You knew that it wasn't going to wait till tomorrow. You had to do it today. That's how I felt when I saw this card. I was like, it's just amazing. It was amazing. All right, so we're going to put that right there. And I'm going to come in and fry my little things with a little burner later. I probably should do it now, though. All my edges are coming undone. There is something else that I do sometimes, though, instead of getting the lighter to it. I'll just take a little bit of glue, glossy accents or glue or whatever, put it right on the ends. And it will hold the little ends together so that it doesn't come apart. Okay, that's pretty. All right, let's get these where we want them. Pretty. Okay, let's undo our tape. So like I said, I'm sorry this is not going to have a lot of volume to it, but you guys can always turn it up. I'm hoping. All right, ready? All right, it's not really, it's a little crooked, but it's still pretty. And then I'm going to be putting a bead on the top of it, just like that. And then I have just a couple of different sizes in the chocolate, so I'm just going to kind of spread them around a little bit. I'm going to do like 1, 2, and then maybe this bigger one right there, just like that. What do you guys think? Isn't it super stinking cute? And how easy was that? What do you think? Pretty. I like it. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next video. Bye.